Hello everyone, and welcome to Ancient Mysteries Unveiled. Today, we are going to explore one of the most mysterious and fascinating manuscripts in the world, the Voynich manuscript. This manuscript has baffled scholars, linguists, cryptologists, and enthusiasts for centuries. What is the meaning of its strange symbols and illustrations? Who wrote it and why? Is it a secret code, a lost language, or a hoax? Or could it be a message from an alien civilization? The Voynich manuscript is named after Wilfrid Voynich, an antiquarian bookseller who bought it in 1912 from a Jesuit college in Italy. He was intrigued by the manuscript's unusual features. It is written on vellum, a type of animal skin, with an unknown script that consists of about 25 to 30 different characters. The manuscript has about 240 pages, but some are missing or damaged. The pages are divided into 6 sections based on the illustrations: botanical, astronomical, biological, cosmological, pharmaceutical, and recipes. The illustrations depict plants, stars, zodiac signs, nude women, diagrams, jars, and other objects. Some of the pages have foldable parts that reveal more drawings or text. The most intriguing aspect of the manuscript is its language. No one has been able to decipher it or identify its origin. Many attempts have been made to crack the code or find patterns in the text, but none have been successful. Some scholars have suggested that the language is a natural one that belongs to an obscure or extinct linguistic family. Others have proposed that it is a constructed language that was invented by the author for a specific purpose. Some have even speculated that it is a meaningless hoax that was created to fool or impress someone. However, there are also some alternative theories that suggest that the Voynich manuscript is not of human origin at all. Some have claimed that it is a product of an alien civilization that visited Earth in the past and left behind their knowledge or wisdom in this codex. They point out that some of the illustrations resemble extraterrestrial beings or spacecrafts. They also argue that the language is too complex and sophisticated for any human to create or understand. But how plausible is this theory? Is there any evidence to support it? And what would be the implications if it were true? In this video, we will examine the arguments for and against the alien hypothesis and try to answer these questions. First of all, let us look at some of the reasons why some people believe that the Voynich manuscript is an alien artifact. One of them is the uniqueness and complexity of its script and language. The script has no resemblance to any known writing system in history. It does not follow any conventional rules of orthography, grammar, or syntax. It does not seem to have any punctuation marks or spaces between words. It also does not show any signs of errors or corrections by the author. The language itself is also very mysterious and challenging. It has a very high degree of entropy, which means that it has a lot of information per character. It also has a very low degree of redundancy, which means that it does not repeat itself much. These features make it very difficult to analyze or decode using statistical methods or frequency analysis. Some experts have estimated that the language has more than 8,000 words and more than 200 different word types. These characteristics suggest that the language is very rich and expressive, but also very precise and efficient. They imply that the author had a very high level of intelligence and creativity, as well as a very specific purpose for writing the manuscript. They also indicate that the author was not influenced by any other human culture or language. Another reason why some people think that the Voynich manuscript is an alien artifact is its content and style. The illustrations in the manuscript are very detailed and colorful, but also very strange and unfamiliar. They depict plants and animals that do not exist on Earth or have no resemblance to any known species. They also show astronomical phenomena that do not match any known celestial bodies or constellations. They also include diagrams and symbols that do not correspond to any known mathematical or scientific concepts. The style of the illustrations is also very distinctive and original. It does not follow any artistic conventions or traditions of any human culture or period. It does not show any perspective, shading, proportion, or realism. It also does not show any emotion, expression, or personality. The illustrations seem to be purely functional and informative, rather than aesthetic or artistic. These features suggest that the illustrations are not based on any human observation or experience, but rather on some other source of knowledge or inspiration. They imply that the author had access to information or phenomena that were unknown or inaccessible to humans at the time of writing. They also indicate that the author had a different perception or worldview than humans. A third reason why some people believe that the Voynich manuscript is an alien artifact is its history and provenance. The manuscript has a very obscure and mysterious origin and history. No one knows who wrote it, when, where, or why. No one knows how it was transmitted, preserved, or acquired. No one knows what it was used for, by whom, or for how long. The manuscript has no clear connection to any historical person, event, or place. It has no signature, date, title, or dedication. It has no provenance, ownership, or inventory records. It has no annotations, comments, or references by other authors or readers. It has no evidence of wear and tear, damage, or repair. The manuscript seems to have appeared out of nowhere and disappeared into obscurity for centuries. It was only rediscovered in the early 20th century by Wilfrid Voynich, who claimed that he bought it from a Jesuit college in Italy. However, there is no documentation or verification of this transaction. The only clue to its previous history is a letter that was found inside the cover of the manuscript. The letter was written by a Bohemian physician named January Merrick Marcy in 1666. He claimed that he inherited the manuscript from a friend named Georg Bersch, who had tried to decipher it for many years. He also claimed that Bersch had learned from another friend named Raphael Mniszewski that the manuscript had once belonged to Emperor Rudolf II of the Holy Roman Empire, who had bought it for 600 gold ducats from an unknown seller. He also claimed that Mniszewski had heard from another source that the author of the manuscript was the 13th-century English philosopher Roger Bacon. However, none of these claims have been confirmed or verified by any independent evidence. There is no record of Rudolf II ever owning or buying the manuscript. There is no record of Roger Bacon ever writing or mentioning the manuscript. There is no record of Bersch, Mniszewski, or Marcy ever having any contact with each other or with the manuscript. There is no record of the Jesuit college ever having or selling the manuscript. These features suggest that the manuscript has a very mysterious and elusive history and origin. They imply that the manuscript was either hidden, lost, forgotten, or ignored for most of its existence. They also indicate that the manuscript had no significant impact or influence on any human culture or civilization. These are some of the main reasons why some people think that the Voynich manuscript is an alien artifact. They argue that the manuscript is too unique, complex, and strange to be a product of human intelligence and creativity. They also argue that the manuscript is too obscure and mysterious to be a part of human history and culture. But are these arguments convincing? Are they based on solid evidence and logic? Or are they based on speculation and imagination? In the next part of this video, we will examine some of the counter-arguments and criticisms against the alien hypothesis and try to evaluate its plausibility and validity. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching and see you next time.